Harvard 2022 High School Congressional Debate Champion, and that would be my lovely student, Zach. To talk briefly about his experience at this tournament, the preparation that he put in outside of classroom hours, perhaps a little bit about how we work together, just a little quick synopsis on his experience and what it takes to take down a trophy in a debate tournament where you had, what, a few hundred competitors?
414.
414! And to come out numero uno. Yeah, go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, Harvard is the biggest tournament of the calendar season, so it's a very long haul. So you have to go from prelims through a bunch of different out-rounds, so it's definitely difficult. Round by round basis, we looked at this is always my strategy, is just sort of looking at the meta game and sort of what was strategic inside of those rounds. So we have multiple bills, obviously, so my strategy is always, not each bill on its own, but sort of in totality what the round should look like and the kind of persona that I want to put forward for the judges, the kind of arguments that we want to make, and how we can characterize them. So looking at the round as in totality instead of as a sum of its bills. That was always the main thing, more so than individual arguments, scrutinizing every single particular detail, link, piece of evidence, stuff like that. All of that stuff was not as important to me as making sure as we got, I think the word that you use always, Samir, is we triangulated the best position in different debates based on what we anticipate to be true, what we anticipate to be said, and the different angles that we predict. So the biggest, I guess, piece of advice or takeaway from big tournaments and tournaments where there's a lot of different rounds with a lot of different strategies is to sort of zoom out a little bit. Definitely more important than creating a perfect argument every single time. There's so many bills, so many speeches. It's you get, basically, per tournament, you maybe get 10, 12 speeches. Each speech is 3 minutes, so the amount of time you have to speak is probably very little. Each speech is only probably 500 to 550 words, something like that. So if you really think about it, you don't have that many words. You really have to economize what you're saying and making sure that what you are putting out there is the most valuable thing you can say with those words and that time you have on the floor. So we always want to make sure that we are very deliberate and intentional with the arguments, the rhetoric, and everything that we present to our judges and to the chamber.
Yeah, excellent. I think Zach is giving you a really good picture of what the next level of debate looks like. It's not just one speech, it's the debate between the debates, right? It's really thinking strategically about what you're saying and why and how that can change and what you're demonstrating to a judge over a number of speeches rather than just one speech,